Hey, good morning, guys. All right, this morning I am a loner. Mary had a Cooper Gap pickup at 7 a.m., and it takes about an hour and 15 minutes to get down there. So she left at 6:45 ish. And the hiker we're picking up actually is having heart issues. And so he called yesterday and wanted a pickup at Gooch Gap around 11:30, and then called back again about an hour later and said that he just was not going to be able to get past Cooper Gap. He was going to stay there for the night and wait for us in the morning. Super cool dude. We've shuttled this person numerous times throughout the years, and actually he was a last year during Helene. He he had a hike set up from Dix to Springer, where we would pick him up at Dix, bring him down to Springer, and he actually canceled the hike due to the Helene. And the ATC was, and everyone, not everyone, but a lot of people were saying not to come to Georgia and stuff. So he ended up rescheduling with us and using his credit. Super cool, dude. All right. And so this morning, I want to start off by saying good morning. And bear with me this morning. I'm feeling a little bit under par. So I'm going to be doing my best to keep it together here, guys. All right. And so this is Saturday, June 14th of 2025. And so this morning for day time, we're looking at 81 degrees, cloudy early with peaks of sunshine expected late. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. 5 to 10 mile per hour winds are expected. Night, we're looking at 66 degrees, scattered thunderstorms during the evening, cloudy after midnight, and 70% chance of rain. Up on Blood, we're looking at, and that's mile 28-ish of the Appalachian Trail, and it's the highest point on the Appalachian Trail in Georgia. So daytime, we're looking at 73 degrees Fahrenheit, slight chance of showers and thunderstorms before 8 a.m., then between 8 a.m. and 11 a.m., then showers and thunderstorms likely. Mostly cloudy, 5 to 10 mile per hour winds with gusts of 20 miles per hour and 60% chance rain. Tonight on Blood, we're looking at 62 degrees Fahrenheit, showers and thunderstorms likely between 7 p.m. and 4 a.m. Some storms could produce heavy rain. Mostly cloudy, 5 to 10 miles per hour, 90% chance of rain, 1 to 2 inches possible. All right, and so I wanted to talk about a hiker or a little bit about rescues and the news that's going on the trail. So yesterday we had a hiker rescued from icy Mount Washington after battling freezing temperatures, strong winds. She was brought down the Jewel Trail safely by rescuers. June 16th to June 18th, Abrams Falls Trail and trailhead parking in the GSMNP the Great Smoky Mountain National Park will be closed for maintenance and will not be accessible from any trail. There is an extreme heat warning, and it has been issued for the Grand Canyon, and all who are hiking there, temps expected to be as high as 10 degrees above average. And so my friend lives down that way, not in the Grand Canyon or right next to it, but she's down there in the same state. I saw her posting this week's temps, and they were 110 degrees, 108 for numerous days, day after day after day, man. So consecutive days of heat, man, will definitely, if you're not prepared for it, will kill you. So be careful out there, guys. All right, and so I was picking through some stuff here this morning on the internet, and I ran into an article, and this is going to be a fallen hiker rescued from Cathedral Spires Trail, Sioux Falls, South Dakota. A fallen hiker was rescued from Cathedral Spires Trail in the Black Hills. Custer County Search and Rescue were called to the area, challenged for the team according to a Facebook post. The location of the patients are usually inaccurate because reporting parties must first get to a location where they have cell service and GPS location. We are given is not of the actual patient, but of the person calling 911, they wrote. So a life flight was immediately dispatched to wait close by while rescue workers got the patient out. The rescue team then wheeled the patient down the trail in a wheeled litter. Custer Ambulance transported the patient to life flight that landed at the intersection of Sylvan Lake Road and the Needles Highway, the post said. Rescue personnel also gave advice to the hikers for the future, offering a shorter, potentially safer route. The distance to the cathedral spires is 1.27 miles if you travel from the Little Devil's Tower parking lot. The distance to the cathedral spires from the cathedral spires trailhead is only 0.66 miles, but much more treacherous due to the steeper grade and larger rocks. If you're a seasoned hiker in good shape, take the shorter route. If you want something not as physically demanding or treacherous, consider going Little Devil's Tower Trail number 4. Even though it's twice the distance, it's a much milder grade, and your knees will thank you. Now, I wanted to go ahead and read something that the Needles Rescue reminds public. And this is another article that you click on, and it'll go over to another article. And this is Needles Rescue reminds public of need to plan. So in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, multiple people need to get rescued from the Black Hills area while on hikes or during other recreational activities each year. One big reason why there are rescues is people don't plan for the activity, said Sam Smolninski, the director of Custer County Search and Rescue Team. Smolninski talked about the importance of preparing for Black Hills area hikes in a July 5th, 2024 KELOLAND news story. Smolninski doesn't blame or cast shame on people who need to be rescued, but each incident can be a reminder of how people may be able to avoid the rescue. Just like hikers plan for a road trip, they need to plan for a hike, he said. Items like extra clothes, food, water, and fully charged phones are important, Smolninski said. So is knowing the area to be hiked. Having a plan or knowledge of where you are going is critical, Smolninski said. Some sort of a little bit of knowledge of where you are, where you plan to go, where you came from. Man, we'd be out of a job if everyone did that. Smolninski has been on the all-volunteer team since 2017. The team responds to about 100 calls each year, many of them in July and August, he said. In 2025, a fallen hiker was rescued from the Cathedral Spires Trail in the Black Hills June 12th, which I believe was yesterday. I don't know. On Tuesday, July 2nd, 2024, the search and rescue team rescued a family who was unable to get safely out of the Needles Tunnel. A storm went through while the family was hiking, Smolninski said. The storm made rocks and boulders slippery, and it changed the look of the trail. The family got cold, disoriented, and found it tough to navigate the trail and slippery rocks, he said. I look outside now, and 70 degrees and sunny, but all of a sudden a storm came in with rain and hail, and the temperatures can drop between down to 20 degrees, Smolninski said. Search and rescue deals with more hypothermia in the summer than in the winter, he said. Extra clothes and awareness of how weather can change the trail are valuable pieces of hiking plan, he said. Smolninski also emphasized the importance of maps. We in Search and Rescue rely heavily on maps and mapping software on our phones to find people, but also make sure that we don't get lost, Smolninski said. The Rockerville Volunteer Fire Department posted on June 15th, 2024 on its Facebook account a caution about hikers using trails that are not well marked, including the area called Hippie Hole when a hiker was injured and another had a heat emergency on the same day, the social media post said. A hike has been promoted as an easy quarter-mile hike when it's not. Smolinski said hikers need to get informed about trails. They can ask other hikers, law enforcement, and park rangers. Even campground hosts will know about trails. It can also be tough for a hiker to determine the challenges of the trail if they don't ask questions, Smolinski said. A trail in a national park, national forest, or state area may not be well marked or well maintained to discourage use by unskilled hikers because of the difficulty, Smolinski said. Rescuing people from those type of areas is difficult, he said. People can get this false sense of security, Smolinski said. They think I'm 2 miles away from the parking lot. What could happen? But if a hiker is used to lower elevation and more straight path hiking, the terrain and elevation on various trails in this Black Hills can be more demanding than expected, Smolinski said. The desire to get to the destination, such as a peak or waterfall, causes hikers to overextend themselves, he said. Medical conditions that don't affect lower impact hike can become a problem with a more challenging hike, Smolinski said. People can break a bone, get lost, or have other issues while on the hike. That's why having some extra water and other supplies is important, and also that fully charged phone, Smolinski said. Hikers should call or text 911 if there is a problem. If the phone is not fully charged, the call or text should be 911, not to a spouse or friend in another state, Smolinski said. The local 911 call or text can help direct emergency personnel to the correct location. Local dispatchers are also skilled at helping hikers, he said. It's good to pay attention to surroundings while hiking, Smolinski said. Hikers should also look back to where their vehicle is parked while hiking, he said. This information can help a hiker to be rescued, he said. So, there is so much stuff going out here right now. I don't want to go on and on about rescues. I wanted to read that article because it really touches on what I've been talking about. There's just too many influencers that don't actually give a real report on how intense a hike may be, and there are people out there that cannot handle that, and so people need to know their limitations also. We don't go to the gym and start pumping up 300 pounds on a bench right from rip. We go there and we work our way up. Some may start at 100, some may start at $150, some may start at 200. I don't know. But you don't go right there and start ripping up, sets of 50 of 300, man, 3 times, man. It's the same thing with hiking. It's scary to see this stuff here. There's so much going on. Hopefully my word gets out there. I'm not putting people down. I'm just trying to help because I live this every single day. Every day we're here assisting hikers. We've gone on search and rescue missions. We've gone on, we pick people up all the time that need assistance. I've told many people to call EMT or search and rescue or the sheriff's man when they're, we had a guy, for instance, we had a guy years ago that came up from Florida, and there was this dude out here named Alpine, and we did a double shuttle with Alpine. He's not around anymore. And so we did a double shuttle, picked up the hikers, brought them up to Three Forks from Amicalola. One of the hikers was dying. It was a group of, I think it was 6 guys, dude. And one of the hikers was dying. One of his bucket last of his wishes on his bucket list was to come out and hike part of the Appalachian Trail. Well, we dropped him off at Three Forks, and they started to hike. This group was a motley crew, man, and so they were wild, man, and many party favors. They were out there to party and hike, or just party. I don't even know, man. But they didn't make it to Hawk Mountain Shelter. They made it to the camping area. And they called me at 1 a.m. saying that their friend was dying. So he had a lung problem. And he was only getting so much oxygen to his blood or circulatory system or whatever happens, man. He was only taking in like 60% of the oxygen, and so he was really not doing well anyways. And then they hiked up the trail. They did not make it to Hawk Mountain Shelter. They made it to the, I believe, camping area. They pitched a tent, and then he crawled in the tent and was really sick. They called me at 1 a.m. saying that their friend was dying. What are they going to do? I needed to come out there. And so I was like, dude, I was like, call an ambulance immediately and I'll come out, man. And so they got off the phone. They called an ambulance. They called me back. They said that search and rescue was coming. He actually got helicoptered out of there. And so that was back in 2017, I think, or 2018 era. I think it was 2018. And so definitely people come out here that shouldn't be out here, sick. And I don't want to say that he didn't belong out here. I am going to say that he put a lot of people's lives at risk, man, because he was already sick. He knew that, man. And, coming out here like that and then causing an issue like that, he shouldn't have done that. So, and that's my opinion only. But that, like I was saying, I don't know if I said it yet. That ride cost him $100,000. He got helicoptered down to Gainesville, and I believe he stayed there for numerous days. I haven't spoken to these guys in years. I did speak to one of the guys after. For a few years there, we went back and forth, and so, but I haven't seen them in years now. So, but guys, definitely. There's so much going on out here. Every time I pick this computer up or turn my phone on in the morning and punch in like hiker news, that's what pops up, man. There's always some sort of hiker rescue accident. There was a guy in Greece that was a bear popped up on 2 hikers, man. The guy fell like 2,600 feet, man, into a ravine. The bear pushed him into the ravine, man. Just crazy stuff going on out here. We all need to be aware of what's going on out here. And like this dude was saying, it doesn't matter if it's a mile or 2 in. Be prepared. Act like you're going for a week. Bring a backpack. Bring some cover. They've got tarps out here that weigh less than a pound these days, man, that fold up. Man, you could tie that up above you. That's some cover. Bring a sleeping bag, whether it's a 40-degree, man, 30-degree, but you have warmth. Bring stuff like that. Buy that stuff. It's lightweight. I could pack my puffy, my a pair of long pants, an extra shirt, an extra pair of socks, a sleeping bag, and that tarp in my day pack, and it would probably weigh less than 4 pounds. Actually, not even. It's like probably like 3 pounds. 3 pounds for safety and comfort if a rain like he was saying, 1 minute it's sunny, the next minute it's raining, it's cold, you're wet. This would cover you over. This keeps you warm. Nestle up, make a shelter, or wait it out. Another thing is if you're lost, sit still and press the SOS or 911. Don't move anymore. The best thing to do is to sit down and stop walking if you're lost. Stop moving around. Stop trying to find your way out. Sit down, call that 911. I'll let them find you. I think everyone should have an SOS Garmin, InReach, or a Spot. That is just my I honestly believe. Now, years ago, I didn't believe in that stuff, but now I do. I think everyone should have one if they're going into the back country. It will save your life. I have tons of people that hit me on a Spot or an InReach out here. There's spots where there isn't any service. One of them is between Stover Creek shelter and about 2/10 of a mile up, you lose service, and then all the way to basically up above Long Creek Falls, and that's a couple mile stretch right there. I have people that hit me there all the time and need a pickup. For instance, I had a family earlier this year that needed a pickup right there at the right above Long Creek Falls. You can access what's that place called? It has a pavilion and stuff. It's a cemetery, Hickory Flat Cemetery. You can access it with a USFS. I had a family call me from there. They were cold, they were wet, and they were ready to get off trail. They weren't doing so good. And so that happens more often than you would think. And so definitely a Spot or an InReach is a lifesaver. All right, guys. So we do have several shuttles today. It's raining out right now. I'm looking at the mountains. It's raining. It's foggy. So we have a high percentage of rain today. If anyone needs anything at all, if you're wet, if you're cold, give us a call. We're out here moving around. We're ready to help y'all. All right. One love. Peace. Thank you.